Yo, 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 yo. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? Happy Thursday, happy Thursday, happy Thursday, family, good people. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. Happy Thursday, happy thankful, thriving, therapeutic Thursday, triumphant Thursday, tumultuous Thursday, turbulent Thursday. Um, Happy Thursday, family, happy Thursday. Beautiful day. Seems like the rain is gonna hold off here in New York City. It was definitely rain in the forecast for all day today, earlier in the week. But yeah, seems like there's gonna be no rain today. Small chance of rain, I think, sometime this morning, 20%. But it seems like the rest of the day, afternoon, is gonna be clear. It's gonna be sunny. About 90 today here in New York City. It's a beautiful day to have a beautiful day, and I'm gonna have a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Yes. Mm. So I'm feeling some stuff today, right? I never want to keep stuff from you guys. I am feeling I don't know what the feeling is. Can't really identify it at the moment, but today is 30 years 30 years 30 years since my dad transitioned. 30 years. I'm gonna write about him later, um, after the show, after my workout. Spent time thinking about him this morning. Gonna write some stuff later, write some stuff personal, and then gonna write some stuff that I could share, right, with folks, right. If you know me, you know that my life is not like private. I chose to make my life pretty public, right, so I can inspire others, right, because there are a lot of men who go through pain, go through heartache, go through, you know, beautiful things, great things, and they don't share because they're like, oh, nobody cares. Not that they don't want to share, but that they feel nobody cares. And so I share because I care. I share because I want other brothers to know they're not alone. People in general, men and women, to know they're not alone. And whatever they are going through, and it's okay to celebrate, and it's okay to feel joy, and it's okay to experience bliss, and it's okay to experience deep sadness and grief and heartache and all of the things. So that's why I share. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna write some stuff about my dad, man, and do my best to share with you guys, share some stuff with you guys. But yeah, 30 years, man, 30 years. A lot of those years, I didn't know how I would make it. I didn't know how I would um, continue on. My dad was my best friend, right? My dad was incredible. He was like hella present, I guess, right? Like you could say, like hella is a good word, good way, because he was like super present. He was like fully present, right? Like the education stuff, the spiritual piece, right? Yeah, my dad was an incredible human, incredible father. And today we acknowledge his transition 30 years ago, August 14th, 1995. 11 years old. Long time, long time, long time, long time. I am who I am because of my dad, right? In large part, right? Obviously, my mom and the rest of my family and teachers and all of those people played a part. But a lot of my thought process, a lot of my work ethic is um, because of my dad, right? Like I remember hustling, going to sleep late, waking up early. I remember like changing my life, right? Going to sleep late, waking up early, right? When I was doing a lot of writing, I'd be up to 3, 4 in the morning, writing, working, and then sleep a couple of hours and back up to the grind, back up to the mission, back up to the work. Get that from my dad. My dad would come in the crib, 1, 2 in the morning, sleep up, back up 4 or 5 in the morning, out the door. Right, he had a cleaning company, Leroy and Sons Industrial Cleaning Company, and he was building a very he built a pretty successful business, and he was working to take it right, make it even more successful, make it even bigger. So I get that from my dad, the way my dad parented me, right? The quote unquote gentle parenting. It worked, right? It worked. It worked. Um, yes, you could yell, scream, hit your children, threaten your children, all of those things, and it could make them follow your rules, instructions in the moment. Could make them do that, right? Some people believe instilling fear in your child is the thing. I didn't live long enough to ask my dad, but based on my experience, right, which is maybe a little different than some of my siblings, older siblings, right, but based on my experience, my dad believed that like talking to your child works, right? And although I still got in a lot of trouble, and although when he was alive I got in trouble, and when he transitioned I got in even more trouble, eventually, right? Like, look how it worked out, right? Compassionate, kind, soft spoken, right? Understanding, right? I can apologize, right? So accountable when I fuck up, right? Responsible for the most part, right? Got some irresponsibility, but pretty responsible and respectful and faithful, right? Like to my mission, to divine law, right? To right, fiance, right? All of the things, right? Yeah, I am who I am in large part because of my dad, man. And so I'm grateful for the 11 years I did have with him, understanding and understanding that the 11 years I had with my dad, you know, some people pray for a year like that, right? We traveled, right? Regular traveling, regular outings and experiences, whether it was food, parks, games, right? I remember driving through Canada, stopping at various arcades, right? All of the things, all of the things. Food, my dad was a great cook. Terrible food, right? When you look back, but he was a great cook. He made sure we ate. Made sure I was connected with his side of the family, right? So all of the things. But thank you guys for listening to that. All right. We're gonna hit the share button on IG. Share this Instagram. Share this live with 5 to 10 people who may be interested in tuning in. Don't be scared. Don't keep the content to yourself. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. Share the content with 5 to 10 of your friends who may be interested in tuning in. Hit that share button. Hit that share button. Hit that share button for your boy, man. Peace and love. Peace and love. Peace and love. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. It is Thursday. Indeed, it is Thursday. It is. It is. It is. And we are going to get the show started right about. We hit the share button with a few more folks, and we're going to start the show right about now. Once again, guys, I'm your boy, your host, LaShawn Sugar Ray Marston. Thank you for tuning in to SRDaily episode 432. Episode 432. We're here Mondays through Fridays, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Today is Thursday, August 14th, 2025. And we can get the show started with our first segment of the day. We may go a little over today, guys. I hope that's okay with you. You don't mind stay a little later with your boy. Today, first segment is a quote of the day, and today's quote is, "My father gave me the greatest gift anyone could ever give another person. He believed in me." This is from Jim Valvano. Jim Valvano. Let's repeat it. Today's quote of the day is, "My father gave me the greatest gift anyone could give another person. He believed in me." Yeah, my father's belief in me, man. My father's belief in me and my potential is unmatched. Nobody believed in me more than my father, man. Nobody believed in me. Nobody, then or now, right? Like my fiance believes in me, right? My children believe in me, right? My father believed in me. He believed in me. He believed in me. My aunt believed in me, right? My nephews believe in me, right? Some of my siblings believe in me. My father's belief in me and my potential was unmatched. Like we talked about football. I could be the greatest football player ever, right? Be great wide receiver, man. You study, right? Like we had those conversations, right? And I think a lot of the faith that I currently have in myself, because you guys know, right? You know me, you hear me, Eddie Kruger, peace and love, my brother. Mona Love, what's going on, baby girl? What's going on? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. If you know me, you know I have unyielding, unlimited, unshakable, unwavering faith in myself. I believe that I can do anything. I believe that I can accomplish everything. I believe that like I am one of the greatest humans to ever live, right? I believe that I will go down as the greatest human to ever live. That is my ambition. Healthiest person on the planet while alive, right? Big ambition, big faith. I believe all of this could come to pass. I believe I could have, right? Like all of the things, not just to have, but to share and to build and to give and to serve. Yeah, and I know that I like to think that a lot of that faith was instilled in me by him, right? Telling me that I can do anything, right? And I can do everything, right? Like you can do anything that you want to do. You're great. You're great, my son. So that's the quote. All right, my father gave me the greatest gift Anyone can give another person. He believed in me. That is Jim Valvano. Let's move right along, guys, to our second segment of the day. Today's second segment, as always, is our need to know news of the day. And I got a news flash for people. All right, I got a news flash for those who may not know. Right, for those who may not understand. A father is equally as important in a child's life as the mother. A child is a father is equally important in a child's life as the mother. Some seem to not understand this, right? Some seem to not grasp this concept. When somebody loses a mother, people say, "Oh man, I'm sorry, you only get one." Or somebody's having beef with their mother, or whatever the case may be. So you only get one. You only get one. Somebody saying their mother's a piece of crap. Oh, you gotta forgive her, man. You only get one. You only get one. And yes, that's true. You only get one mother, but you also only get one father, right? Like just like you say, you only get one mother. Like you also only get one father. You get one father. You get one mother and one father. Father's equally as important as the mother, right? Equally as important as the mother. A great father, just like a great mother, is irreplaceable. You cannot replace a great father. You can't. Like, no matter how much you try, no matter how much you think you can, no matter how much you wish you could, you cannot replace a great father. You can't. Just like you cannot replace a great mother. A great mother is irreplaceable. You love her. Why? We don't love our fathers the same way. Why most people don't speak the reverence they have for their mothers, they don't have for their fathers. Why? And I get everybody's experience is different, right? Some people is literally they're based on their experience. Some people are just following fucking trends. Some people are really just following trends, and yeah, it's Let's get this concept right, right? Let's understand. Let's begin to understand, begin to fully comprehend the importance of a father in his children's life, right? Let's get this shit right, right? Another little piece of news, right? I want to add to this news. I want to add to this need to know news of the day, to this importance of a father. No matter how great of a mother a woman is, a woman could be an exceptional mother, right? Exceptional, go above and beyond. But how great she is, no matter how great of a mother she is, she can never be a child's father. You can never be a mother and a father. You can't. You can't. You could do the mother job more than maybe you should have to. You could try to compensate for the lack of a father figure, right? Like you can do all of those things, but you cannot teach. You cannot be a father. You cannot be a father. You can't. A woman cannot be a father. No matter how she can be an exceptional mother, phenomenal mother, went above and beyond. And again, the more that she should have had to, physically, financially, emotionally, spiritually, she did all of the things, all of the trips, the sports, all of the things that a father should have been there to do, right? So whether he died or just was absent, whatever the reason, he wasn't there. She did her job times 10, right? So she did more than she should have had to. She had no break. She was stressed out. She could have went financially broke raising the children, right? Struggled in all of the ways, mental. Yes, you went above and beyond, and I'm sorry that you have to do it all by yourself, but you cannot be a father. A father is not just that male presence; it's a man's presence. It's the father, right? It's the voice, it's the sound, it's the energy, it's the father, right? Yeah, right. And I guess I got one other little bit of news I want to add to that. One other little bit of news, specifically for Black fathers. There is a myth that we are not active in our children's lives. That Black fathers, Black fathers are extremely present in their children's lives, right? Extremely present, right? Yeah, there's polls, you can read it yourself, right? Black fathers, like, and I think if I'm not mistaken, we outdo every other group, right? Yes, this thing that happened, yes, we get incarcerated, right? Like shit, yes. But read it for yourself. We are active, we are present, we are alive, right? We are, shout out to my man Kenny Carter, Fathers Alive in the Hood. We are alive in the neighborhood, we are alive in the home, we are alive in the community, we are alive, fathers alive, yes, we are. So let's dispel that myth that Black fathers aren't active, aren't present in their children's lives. Let us understand that a father is equally as important in a child's life as the mother, right? And let's, right, as tough as it may be for some to grasp, right, let's please understand that a mother can never be a father. Let's please understand that. All right, it can be great, phenomenal, powerful, exceptional, super, superb, all of the things, all of the adjectives, right? But can't be a father. Let's move right along to our third segment. Yo, Jack, what's going on, my brother? Peace, God. Oh man, this is tough, guys. It's 30 years since my father's transition, man. 30 years is a long time, and it was a critical time, right? I was 11, graduated elementary school. I'm just a few weeks, about a month out of starting junior high school, middle school. Body's changing, emotions are changing, right? I'm going through puberty, go through puberty, and all of the stuff, man. And my father left, like it was so hard. Like I can't begin to explain how freaking hard it was to pick myself up every day and keep living. I told you guys, like, for a while, a long time after my dad's transition, I didn't want to live. I wanted to be wherever my father was. And I used to lay in my bed and say that. I used to, as a kid, right? I just want to go where my dad is at. And so I used to pray for the strength to go jump off the roof, guys. Like, that shit was so tough. I used to pray for the strength to go jump off the roof, right? Laying in my bed, feeling so alone and afraid, right? Like, what is life without my hero? What is life without my king? What is life without my guide, right? Without my strength, it was so fucking hard. But we here, right? We did it. We did not commit suicide even when I wanted to, even when I sat with the gun to my head later in life, we did not commit suicide. Even when I could have got killed, when I had a death wish, we did not get killed. So by the grace of life, by the grace of the source of life, like, I am still here. And I kind of got it together, right? Like, I'm not risking my life like that. I'm not risking my freedom like that. I kind of got it together. So that, I guess, more than anybody else, right? Probably next to myself, right? Like, definitely I found the inner, but I want to make my dad proud, right? Let him know that, like, yeah, thank you. It was a short time, 11 years, very short fucking time. But it was a powerful time. It was a profound time. It was an incredible time. It was a beautiful time, beautiful 11 years, right? But let's move along. Sorry. Third segment of the day, our tip of the day. Today's tip: fathers, please take care of your health. Last night I didn't do the healthiest thing, right? I ate some Cinnaholic, vegan Cinnabons. Ate about 1.5, right? Brownie and the whole Cinnabon. So not the healthiest thing, right? But let's take better care of our health, fathers, right? Your children need you. Our children need us. And so do our whole families, right? We are warriors. Fathers, you are warriors. You are warriors. Get in shape. Get in shape. Fathers have to be in shape, right? We have to be in physical shape. We have to be in mental shape. We have to be in emotional shape. Get in shape. We have to be able to physically carry our children if something happens, and our wives if something happens, and our parents, siblings, right? If something happens, war breaks out, it's a flood, we got to carry on our back and our arms, on our shoulders, right? Emotionally, we got to carry the burden of the fears of our children, the anxieties of our wives, right? We got to carry that shit, right? Like we do. So we got to get in shape. We got to work out, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. So, like, we got to stop bullshitting around, right? Like into myself as well. Right, I got to get in better shape, right? 1 workout a day at least, 2 if we can, right? And sometimes we got to push ourselves to 2, especially if we know that we're spending time bullshitting around, freaking scrolling, playing video fucking games, right? Which could be a source of, right, like mental release, right? So, like, but too much, we know when too much is bullshit, right? The porn, cut the shit out, right? Like, to myself as well, like, cut the bullshit. Focus. We need all of our energy, especially now, especially when the fucking in America and around the world, genocide is happening, right? Like, we got an administration here in America that does not give a fuck about humanity, especially Black and brown folks, right? So let's stop bullshitting. Fathers, you are an important figure in your family and in your community. You are an extremely important figure in your family and in your community. Let me say it again. You are an extremely important figure in your family and in your community, even if nobody says it. Even if nobody said it, your presence is felt. Your presence is felt. It may not be 100% acknowledged, but it's felt. And when you leave, if you leave, when you transition or however, right, like it's gonna be felt like, damn, such and such was great. There's so much, right? Like just your energy, your presence, balance shit out, get shit in order, keep shit fucking going. Right. So come on, fathers. Like we set the tone in our families and in our communities. The world needs us, our families need us, our children need us. Please, fathers, take care of your health. Please, please, please. My dad transitioned stomach cancer. I think that may have been outside of the other reasons people asked me yesterday. We met Mona and I met Chance and Zoe, owners of the first Cinnaholic vegan Cinnabon spot in New York City. Talk more about that on tomorrow's show, but today I had to make it all about my dad. But yeah, and I just lost my thought, man. Oh yeah, asked me how did veganism, like how did I become vegan or why or something like that. And I gave a few different reasons, right? Health, my own health, right, and violence, but I think the single like most important factor that determined later on, right, clearly not immediately, but later on me becoming vegan was my dad's transition. Like I was 11, he was 66, not that old to some, but not that old, right? With stomach cancer took him out quick, fast, in a fucking hurry. My father was not a healthy person. I don't I don't remember seeing him exercise. I don't know if he did when he was younger, but in my 11 years, I don't remember seeing my dad exercise. I've seen him walk, right? He skied, right? He did things, right? He moved around, he drove, right? He worked, right? So he physically carrying things and doing things. But I don't think I've seen my dad exercise, right? Which is why I didn't exercise, which is why now in my late 30s, right? I was 30, 30 something few years ago when I really started to exercise regularly for the most part. Now 41, right? Starting to take it a little more serious and pushing myself past all the discomfort and all of the stuff to like just be consistent as much as possible, even if I do just a few minutes a day, right? Like exercise. It's hard though. It's hard now because it wasn't instilled in me. And I, tried to instill it in my son a little bit, my daughter a little bit. And then, I would, split from each other for too long. But get back to it. But like fathers, take care of your health, please. Allow your children to see you work out so that they know that exercise is extremely important, right? It's not just about being buff and big and weights and in the gym. No, it's about like simple exercises, simple body movements, right? Simple stretches, stretch your body, roll your neck, right? Like exercise your mind. Let them see you meditate. Let them see you listen to calm music and write in your journal. Let them see you go through an emotional process where you're angry, right, about something, but you breathe, you come down, right? You can cry, right? All of the things, man, all of the things. Fathers, take care of your freaking health, your mental health, your physical health, and your emotional health, your spiritual health, and your financial health as well. Please, fathers, right? We need us. I need you. Let's move right along, guys, to our fourth and final segment of the day. Today's fourth segment, our build of the day. Today's build is continuing with the theme of just honoring our fathers. As I honor my father, as I remember my father. Fathers, your strength and your greatness and your superhero aura isn't simply in you being emotionless and hard. You don't have to be emotionless. It's hard and hard to be a superhero. No, it's not that. But your strength and your greatness and your superhero aura is in you being flexible, but firm, strong, right? Emotional yet disciplined and focused, wise but humble enough to still learn, right? Humble enough to still learn. Once again, fathers, your strength and your greatness and your superhero aura isn't simply in you being emotionless. No, it is not in you being emotionless and hard. It is in you being flexible but firm and strong, emotional yet disciplined and focused, wise but humble enough to still learn. We have to redefine what it means to be a father. People think father is this figure that yells and screams and cusses and hits, right? They think that's the father. They think father is someone who just pays for everything. A father is someone who's instilled spiritual discipline. A father is someone who encourages emotional stability and models emotional stability, emotional regulation, right? A father is someone who models, right, like setting the tone and setting goals, right, and clearing the energy, right? That's a father who models total awareness, right? As aware as possible of oneself and one's surroundings, right? That is a father, and it is important that a father models that, right? You don't need to yell at your children. You don't need to scream at your children. You don't need to hit you. You don't want to make your children a fucking afraid of you. That's not the responsibility of a father to make your children afraid of you. The responsibility of a father is to make your children love you so much and respect you so much that they trust you, that they follow your guidance without question sometimes, right? But also that when they have a question, they question you and still adding them. That, yo, like, pops, dad, I don't know about this. Like, let's also, like, ability to think for oneself. The father instills that and models that for his children, right? You see, guys, a father is incredible. A father is more than just a sperm donor. A father is more than just a disciplinarian. A father is more than just someone who pays for things, right? A provider. A father is also a nurturer, different kind of nurturer. A father nurtures greatness. A father nurtures strength, right? Within his children, his child, right? His household, right? So dads, listen, like, if your children see you cry and still handle things, right? If they see you cry and you still handle it, you don't cry, lay on the floor, flail your arms. You cry, put your head down, may need to go to sleep, right? But if they see you cry and still handle things, they will see you as even more powerful, as an even bigger superhero than if they saw you never cry and struggle, right? If they saw you never cry but struggle, yeah, you may say, "Oh, yeah, superhero never cried," right? Like, no, but that's not super. Superhero is when you can cry, feel the anger, feel the sadness, feel the disappointment, feel the loneliness, feel all of the things, and still handle your business. That's what super is, right? So keep it real with your children, yo. Let them know your fuck ups. Let them know you're human. Let them know you sometimes hurt, right? You sometimes fuck up. You sometimes don't make the best decisions, and you sometimes your feelings are hurt. It's okay to have hurt feelings, right? It's okay, guys. It's okay for your feelings to be hurt, right? It's okay for you to not always feel so great, right? Man, 30 years, yo. Mona said, "Fathers matter. My dad has a strong, respectful, calming, protective, and fun-loving presence." Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yo, it was so hard, guys. Like, whew. And even a few years back, right? Going through divorce, right? Thought life was over, right? So down on myself, cried in the middle of the floor, in the ball, curled up, wishing my dad was there to pick me up. And be like, "Son, it's gonna be okay." And then you know what happened? As I wished that, literally, Spirit said, "Son, get up. It's gonna be okay." And I got up. And I got up. And I got up. And I got up, right? Like, physically and, right, figuratively and literally. I got up. And here we are. Living, loving again, right? Loving again, loving deeper, more profoundly, right? I am a much better person. I have grown so much, right? And I know that a lot of my growth, a lot of my success, a lot of my opportunities, a lot of my greatness has been guided and directed by my dad. And so, yeah, man, I honor my dad, Leroy Evans Sr. today. 30 years since he transitioned. I know that he is still here with me. His transition sent me on a crazy, crazy, crazy path, like deeper into anger and violence and self-loathing and low self-esteem. But through the fire, I rose, and I realized that my father took me through that fire so that I can be refined, so that I can be purified, so that I can be sharpened like a sword. And by the grace of life, source of life, divine spirit, energy, I am still here, and I am great, and I am thriving, and I am powerful, and I am wise, and I am intelligent, and I am compassionate, and I am loved by many people around the world. I am loved deeply by some people, right? My fiance loves me deeply. My children love me deeply. Some of my siblings love me deeply, right? Like, some friends, some strangers love me deeply. And it's just a reflection of the work that I put in to make myself better, right? The work that I put in to make myself better. And again, I attribute a lot of the growth to my dad, to his spirit, to his presence, to me understanding and learning that although physically he is not here anymore, and although physically I would love to still see him, I would love to still touch him, I would love to still hug my father, spiritually he is even more powerful. Spiritually he can do more for me. He can go before me and make my path clear. He can go before me and like address my enemies, address those who stand against me, those who hate me, those who would plot on me. He can make the way for me to still navigate, to still get through. He can guide me and protect me. He does guide me and protect me every single day. And so I am grateful for my father. Thank you for being the man that you were. Thank you for being the father that you were. My spirit to your spirit, my heart to your heart, my mind to your mind. Daddy, I say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for the love. Thank you for the guidance. Thank you for the example of fatherhood and manhood. I am the man that I am in community, in my family, because of my dad. And so, yeah, we're gonna smoke some weed. We're gonna cry a little bit, right? We're gonna exercise. We're gonna work out, and we're gonna go do what we gotta do. We're gonna be in the community today, Thursday. Food distribution, grocery, box distribution, farm stand, grief support group tonight. Preparing for a retreat this weekend, going on a men's retreat, formerly incarcerated men, 3-day retreat, Friday to Sunday. So yeah, man, right? We gonna handle the handle. But thank you guys for tuning in. Jack, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's your wisdom, brother. That's not mine. You heard? You say God, I say divine spirit, I say universe, my brother. You got your words and I got mine, right? I appreciate you, right? I appreciate you again. My father guided me, protected me, directed me, right? My ancestors, right? My spirit, right? But listen, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. With your boy, I am LaShawn Sugar Marston, host here on SRDaily. Today is episode 432. Please do join us right back here tomorrow, same time, same place, as we close out week 87 with episode 433. Magical number, right? Magical number 433 tomorrow. But yeah, 30 years today, man. I celebrate, I honor, right? Keep me lifted in your energies, your meditations and your prayers. Send me good vibes always. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. See you tomorrow, same time, same place, 9 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. Facebook Live, YouTube Live, and Instagram Live. Remember, it ain't getting knocked down. That's the problem. It's staying down. So get up. The power is in you. As always, be kind to yourself and be kind to each other. Peace and love.